episode of this channel. Today we are going to talk about the statistical functions in the Excel. What are the commonly used statistical formulas that we use in the Excel, and what are the various scenarios where we can use that. As usual, we would need to go to the Kaggle website, and you would have to go to my link where I have kept the Excel file, which we can use to download and start practicing the Excel. We have to click on the download link over here. Once you click on the download link, this Excel file will pop up. We will go through each function one by one as to what we have to do. This again is a sample Superstore dataset which we have downloaded, and here I have added the the statistical functions that we have to use and the problem statement also in here. Here we have, as of now, a sample Superstore dataset. What we have to do is, at the first stage, we have been given a problem saying that we want to count the total number of orders. So we can use the formula over here, count, and we could select, say, sales, unit sales, quantity, or profit. Let's go with the quantity. And I have selected the whole array. Once I click the enter, I would get the value as 9994. So that means it says that the total count of orders, total number of orders is 9994. Now the second problem is, what's the average profit that we are going to get in each time there is a sales. In that case, we can use the formula average, and we can select the profit, and we would get the average profit as $28.66. What's the median profit? We can use the formula median. Again, use the profit and click on enter. So we can see the median profit is 8.67. So that means the most common most likely profit would be somewhere between 8 to 9 rather than the average, which is 28. The minimum profit that we would get would be minimum, and again this. We're seeing here there is a loss of 6,599.98 cents. That means in one particular order we suffered a very big loss. The maximum profit would be max. Maximum profit is $8,000. So the mode for the quantity would be mode. We want to look at the 25th percentile value in profit, which obviously is, so the 25 percentile and the 75th percentile are the variation of median, but in this case, instead of median, we are asking for the 25th value and the 75th uh, value in terms of the percentage. So median will be sitting at 50%. So we want the 25th percent and the 75th percentile. That's what these two are. So in this case, we will use the formula for percentile. We're going to use the array, and we are going to write the 25th. Apologies, it should be comma over here. For the 75th, I'm going to basically copy paste the formula, and I'm going to change it to 75. And if I change it to 50, it should give me the median, which is same as here. Let me change it. So now let me change it back to 75. The standard deviation is how much is the deviation between the profit. So the formula would be the standard dev, and the numbers I'm considering is this. The numbers would come to be $234. So, and the variance is going to be the square of standard deviation. So obviously it's going to be a very big number. So variance. The function small will give us the smallest value, but in terms it also gives us the flexibility to define what what number of small value we want. Say we don't want the smallest value, we want to see the second smallest value, third smallest value, fourth smallest value. We can use the function small instead of minimum in this case. The same goes with large. In the case of large, if we want to find what's this second largest value, what's the third largest value, fifth largest value, or the 10th largest value, we can use function large instead of maximum, because maximum would give you just the maximum value. So in this case, we can use small. I'm going to select the profit array. I want to look at the second smallest value. The second smallest value is 3,899. What's the largest? Third largest value? We are going to use large. Again, we're going to select the profit, and the array would be the third. Sorry, we want to select the third largest value, so it should be 3. The number comes to be 5,039.99 cents. Random. Random function is used to generate random values. So the numbers can be either, the numbers would be in decimal actually. So say I want to generate a random value, I will use the function rand. That's it. It will generate a random value. I press it enter again and again, it will generate a random value. But say if we want to generate a random value, random integers actually between certain integers, we could define it. In this case, we are saying we want to generate random number between 5 and 18. So we will use rand between, the bottom is 5, the top is 18. Press enter. So we got 14. So every time I press enter here, the above rand will also change. So let me first freeze it. Total sales using some product. In here we have unit sales price and quantity. What we can do is either we can go here like this, unit sales into quantity, which will give us the total sales. And if I do sum, it will tell me the total sum, which is 2,297,200. The other way to use is using some product. The first array we want to select is the unit sales price. The second array we want to select is the quantity. And we press enter. We give the same exact value as the total sales over here. What if we want to calculate the sum of sales but with certain filters? We could use that in some products. So in here our condition is if the state is California and the category is furniture, we want to calculate the total sales. So we can use in here product sum product. The array first. Select state is California. So we have the state over here, California. And we're going to use multiply. The next is furnitures. We're going to use this is equal to furniture. And then we are going to multiply unit sales and quantity. So it gives me 156,064 cents. Obviously, I can try to first filter it. So if I use California over here and I use furniture over here, right? So it should be this, this, and the number comes to be 156,064 cents, which is exactly what we have got. Now, if we want to use some ifs, so if we want to calculate the total sales in Florida for technology, for category technology, first I can get the total sales over here, which would be unit sales price into quantity, and then I can use some ifs. So it says sum range. What is the sum range? So our sum range is this. The criteria range one is technology, which would be this category, and criteria one is technology. Then criteria range two is the state should be Florida. if I press enter, it would give me the sum. For the count if, basically we can use exactly the same formula as sum if, but here we are going to look for subcategory table. So we're going to use count if criteria range 1 is state, criteria range 2 is here, tables. So we are saying there are total two orders. Let's verify it. Tables. So there are actually just two orders for tables subcategory. Now we want to calculate the average sales. Sorry, it should be average. Averages. So we want the total sales. Criteria range 1 is state, Florida, and criteria range 2 is obviously category. So this gives us average sales of 680.70 for state of Florida in the category of technology. There are two functions that we have yet to cover. One is rank and one is percent rank. Rank gives us the ranking of a cell in terms of the total array. So say we want to understand what's the amount of this, what is this sales in terms of the ranking, whether this is one of the highest ranked sales or one of the lowest ranked sales. So obviously the slower the rank, that means the better the sales. So for this are going to use the function rank. This number, the reference would be the array. We're going to log it, and the order. We want it in descending order, which is 0, which means the highest will be the least ranked, and I press enter. So the value which will have the rank 1 will have the highest sales. We can also look at the percent rank. Percent. So what is this sales in terms of the total number of sales? So in that case, we can use the function percent rank. This is the array, and this is the value. So obviously, if it's the lowest rank, that means i- it is in terms of the percentage, the 100%. All from my side today, and that's it from my side today. I hope you really enjoyed the video. Please do practice, and I am going to upload this file in the Kaggle website, and I will post the link to download the file. Thanks, everyone. Bye.